I feel particularly emboldened today because A, it's been a frustrating morning, and B, I keep on seeing TikTok colleagues dealing with this. Most recently, Jay Stubes, and I've addressed it on live stream. But I feel the need to make a permanent video about this. You guys, unless you're signed up for our Patreons, and things such as that, you do not pay us to make this content that we do. Yet, continuously, every day, every single day, every week, some of you bombard my comments section with demands of specific content that you want. And for me, usually it's My Hero Academia. Now, My Hero Academia is where I got my start. My Hero Academia content is the reason why I have a platform in the first place, and I will always be grateful for that. You have no idea. It has led to so many amazing opportunities, just the anime community in general, and I have never lost sight of that, and I will be forever grateful for that. That being said, it is not acceptable for you guys to come into my comment section and be like, where the hell is the My Hero Academia content? Where the hell is this? Where the hell is that? Give us this. Do My Hero content. We need it now. And it doesn't just happen in comment sections. The DMs, some of you, I get essay-long DMs about what I should do, about why haven't I done this? Why haven't I done that? Some giving me exact fucking prompts and scripts as to you need to do this. Not to mention being constantly told how the content that I make, how I should have done it instead. That's always really fun. Yeah, absolutely not. You don't get to do that. And I'll tell you, at a certain point last year in the fall, I did try to organize my content in a way that I make sure that everybody is happy. I wanted to make everybody happy. Unfortunately, that is one of my most awful traits, is being a fucking people pleaser. I was like, no, let me do My Hero on Mondays, and I'll do Marvel on Tuesdays, and maybe do Avatar on Wednesdays, and maybe Disney on Thursdays, and general anime on Fridays, this on Saturday, this on Sunday. All the while, most of what's going on is Marvel. It's a Marvel fucking heavy year. 2021 was a fucking Marvel heavy year, and so of course most of my content was Marvel. And I did my best to do that, and you know what happened? I started waking up in the morning miserable. Not just miserable, but having panic attacks, anxiety attacks. Looking at my ring light and instantly feeling a pit in my stomach. The way I used to feel when I would walk into an office, because where my sexual harassment happened in the Air Force was an office. And because of incidents that happened to me, I can't work traditionally anymore because of my fucking PTSD. And that's how I started to feel when I saw my ring light. Because something that I loved was now turned into a chore, because I was treating it as if you guys are actually my fucking bosses, my fucking employers, and I had to nip that in the bud right away, because the truth is that you are not. You're not. I don't owe you anything. No content creator owes you anything. And I had some, and my prevailing thoughts when I took a few mental health days off last year was, what came into my mind immediately? It was, oh my God, my followers are going to be so upset or worried because they're not getting content from me for like a few days. What am I going to do? They're going to be so frustrated. And that's without the demanding content, the comments. That's without people being like, where the fuck is my shit? That's just the automatic thought that I had as a content creator, trying to take a few days for myself because I was not doing well. And you guys are not privy to those moments where I'm not doing well. You don't get to see that. You never fucking will, because you're not my family, you're not my husband, you're not my friends. You are not a part of my personal life. And so I don't owe you a report on my life and how it's going. I don't. What I reveal to you of my own volition and because I feel comfortable doing it. And other content creators have full-time jobs, kids. Other content creators also have mental illnesses, as I do. Balancing so many things and working around it to give you content, period, because we love doing it. I have amassed a collection on TikTok of close to, I believe, 2,000 videos. Most of them, the My Hero ones, I have put in playlists so that you can enjoy it over and over again in an organized way as much as possible. If you want My Hero content immediately, then I suggest that you go there and relive those until such a time as I drop new content, which I had told people I am working on, I'm drafting, I'm thinking, because guess what? I will only put my best foot forward out there. And the way for you guys to get the best of me is that I do content when I fucking feel like it, when I feel inspired to. Not when I treat it as if you guys are my fucking overlords, are my boss. And this is just one of the many ways that we, especially women, are coming to grips with the fact that we will never be enough for everybody. We will never be enough for you, ever, 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 ever. And you will continue to remind us of how we're not enough. And we battle through that to do this anyway. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm very tired. Shit. I just spent about 2 hours trying to upload an episode of Rato del Encanto because TikTok kept on crashing and erasing my voiceovers and captions, and I had to have a fucking Xanax because I was on the verge of crying because I want to get this content to you, and for some reason the universe just won't let me be great today. You have no idea how many times things like that happen. You have no idea how many times we have to deal with things like that, how many times we have to re-record content when the app crashes, and we do it. Why do we do it? Why do we go back and spend another hour re-recording something that we just lost when we could just say, fuck it, you know what, I'm not gonna do it today? Because we want you to have it and we want you to enjoy it. And when we have to deal with this bullshit, these demands, it just sucks a little more joy out, and it just makes us feel a little bit more owned by people that we can't even see, that we don't even know. Sometimes we get paid for this, guys, but most of the time we don't. Sometimes I do get paid quite well for making videos, sometimes. But I would say that 99.9% of all the content that I have ever made is free. Is free and just for the community that enjoys it. Because I love knowing that you guys are laughing. And I'm so happy that I've been able to grow that from My Hero Academia to not just My Hero Academia and anime, but to Marvel, to Disney, to Avatar, to Hamilton. I'm so happy that I get to do that. And I am so happy when I get messages and comments telling me that somehow my content is putting a smile on someone's face or getting them through a hard time or something. I love that. But just like those comments lift me up, those comments treating me and other content creators as if we are your employees, as if we are gumball machines of content and joy and smiles and laughs for you. Oh, it chips a little bit more away from me every single day, and I'm not the only one that feels like that. Consider, and I'm not speaking for myself, because I'm going to continue to do what I do and the way that I do it because I love it. Ain't no one ever going to bully me off of nowhere. I'm going to, like, fuck no. But do consider that if you keep on treating content creators in general like this, that's probably a really quick way to get a lot of them to quit because they just don't feel like being disrespected so often. This shit takes a toll on the mental health. I feel like I'm crazy being as mentally healthily compromised as I am and continuing to do this, continuing to do a job in which I am subject to thousands of comments every single fucking day, many of which are very nasty. Like, sometimes I think that I'm crazy, but I do it and I manage it the best that I can because I choose to put myself out there, and so I manage it the best way that I can. But sometimes you just can't escape because people will go as far to harass you. It's not okay, guys. It's not okay. I will do the content that I want to do when I feel like it. Until I make the next thing that you are looking forward to. Again, I have amassed a collection of almost 2,000 videos, most of which are skits. And I'm in awe that I've been able to come up with that many ideas that are literally all just fucking skits. I have no idea how I do it, honestly, because sometimes I'm worried I'm going to run out of ideas, but somehow I fucking don't. They are all right there. And if you have a TikTok account, you have access to every single one of them. If you want My Hero Academia content, you can go back to the entire year of 2020 and run through every single one of them, or whatever other content you want. Because both for your benefit and for mine, I'm only going to give you the best of me every single time. And the only way I can give you the best of me every single time is if I make content when I'm inspired to make content. Not when you demand it. You have no idea how many times it, like, you have no idea how many times, like, I've cried over comments, over just so many things having to do with doing this. I have no idea. But unless you catch it on a live stream, you'll never see it. Because that's not what you want to see. That's not what you want from me, is it? You want laughs, you want entertainment. But every once in a while, I have to remind you guys that I am a person. And I do cry. I do go through things that don't even have to do with content. And I work around it to keep doing this. Until such a day that, I don't know, I'm in the MCU or something and I can just do whatever. But that's not okay. And I know doing this video is not going to make it stop because some of you don't give a fuck. You don't care. You don't care. But it is something that has needed to be said out loud for me. I've needed to do this for me. I've needed to say this for me. And just on behalf of all the other content creators that are constantly going through this. Consequences of achieving fame from your living room, I suppose, and and because of that, a lot of you just will refuse to have any empathy for us because we've got it good, and we should be grateful to our fans, right? And we should just give you whatever we want, whatever you want. I accept that pieces of shit like that exist in mass. But for those of you who just might give a fuck, this shit is not okay. And with that, I think I'm gonna go on with the rest of my fucking day.